Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ace, and this is the Wolves Go War channel as your watch begins with Thymesia. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that bloody name, but can you do better? I don't know. Thymesia. It's a Souls-like game where you have to be very tactical within the combat itself. When I say Souls-like, it is very reminiscent of games such as Dark Souls or Bloodborne, or even Elden Ring, which I've played a fantastic amount of as well. And this game did pop up prior to all the advertisement that was gently forced down my throat. But I did see it, and I was curious after it, and now here we are, together, holding hands, crying out loud. Because if anything is a clear sentiment in any kind of Souls games, is that it's going to be painful. Now, this game is also, once again, very controller-friendly, regretfully, as most of these Souls games are. I find that keyboard controls are always seemingly an afterthought. I'm not sure why that is. If you're going to release something on the computer, on the PC, just do it properly. Get some good QA. And it's not that bad in this game. As you can see, you have your WASD, you have your mouse and such. So it's pretty decent setup. Now, the one thing that did make me curious about this game is the very thing we're going to take a look at right now, which is the very combat, because I feel like that's one part of the equation that's going to make this game really feel good to me. Saber attack, wounds, and execution. Use left click to perform a saber attack, spacebar to dodge. Very basic stuff. Saber attacks deal damage to the enemy and leave wounds on them. Wounds are temporary and will heal after a short period if no more damage is inflicted. And that's the very thing we'll see. That's the very thing that was very curious to me, because that's going to be making the combat feel a lot different. When the enemy's health and wounds are both 0, they will become dazed, approach a dazed enemy, and use left click to execute them. Very good stuff. All right. So we have your saber attack. By the way, can we just point out that we look like a plague doctor who took way too many levels in Rogue? Maybe some swashbuckler archetype? Who knows? But we got your left click, your execute, left click, and your dodge, which is all very good. All right. There is animation locks, so you have to be wary of that. If you are in a swing, you can't seemingly cancel that swing with a dodge, which is why we tend to use medium or light rolls in Dark Souls and such, not heavy rolls unless you have a shield. And I do not see a shield on my particular equipment right now. Now, the combat is going to feel very unique due to that wound system, because I have been testing it a little bit. And, well, there's multiple aspects to it. Speaking of aspects to combat, use F. Just before the enemy attack hits, Corvus will deflect it. And negate deflecting enemy attack damage to the enemy and negates the enemy damage, any damage to Corvus. Is Corvus not the name of that one guy from that other kind of like sneaky assassin-y stealth game person? Am I missing something? No. I'm probably just crossing some wires. Oh, damn. I have never been a good parry god. I always prefer shield parries. Okay, it is very rewarding by the looks of it. There we go. Very nice. So it is not difficult to parry. The window is generous. All right, so exploration is possibly also considered feasible. A deadly silence hangs over the streets, and the city's completely sealed off. There's no food to be found, nor any water. As you might have noticed, I am not good at reading due to my dyslexia. It unfortunately makes words bounce around a little bit, so I typically skip past these things. Ooh, green stuff. Green stuff, good stuff. Consumables. All citizens are forbidden from going out, so nothing changed. It's just COVID if, we didn't have modern medicine, but it looks of it. Lock on. Face enemy and use the middle mouse button. When lock on, you can change left or right target. Very good. So like I said, they have definitely thought more about... They definitely thought more about the buttons for the PC. I'm not sure. All right, let me just... You seem to be a little bit more aggro. All right, looks like there's also AoE, as you can see. If you can hit both of them at the same time, you're in good hands. There we go. There is an auto lock system if you are near a unit and you're looking somewhere else, like just the very thing that happened, you will auto execute. There are iframes, very important. So there is multiple facets to the combat, which is very good. Speaking of, I think it's time we're going to show some real effort in combat right here. You are the devourer, wield your claws, tear apart. Yep. And that's the second half of the combat that's very interesting. Claw attack. It's a right click. It's your heavy attack, but the claw attack deals a lot of damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. So you debuff enemies and then you execute them with the wounds, kind of, is what it feels like. Ow! Yep. I was a little too early there. But you have potions as well. So let's drink one. You can see at the bottom right, we have 3 of them total. Alright, let's just... Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we can't really stagger them. They do seem to have the ability to kind of ignore your attacks, depending on what part they are at. The camera is very kind if it's in the shed. Obtaining a plague weapon. Each enemy has unique plague weapons, and Corvus can reave this for his own use. Very good. There you go. Nom nom nom. And there it is. Casting a reaved plague weapon. Use 2 to cast a reaved plagued weapon. Reaving plague weapons can only be used once. Corvus has super armor when casting plague weapons, but still takes damage. Super armor, very important, especially if you have the right weapons. That could be really good. Now, I shouldn't be using this, but I just want to show it off real quick. Unfortunately, it's pressing 2, which is a little weird. Because, yeah, you have to reave it by holding this, which can only really be done, which looks really cool, by the way. Look at that. Looks real cool. You have to do that. You get a little jump attack and such for the execution. But then if you want to cast it, look at that. That's pretty badass. It's such a shame you have to spend it. Now, you may be wondering if there are equipables and such, because we are wielding any weapons. And yeah, there are some reaved weapons, some plague weapons. There are some equipments. But more importantly, there's also talents, which is very interesting. It gives me some customization. There are consumables. But what you don't see here, not yet, is the reason why you would want to play this beyond the scope of just essentially combat. There is a itemization basically in this game. Ooh, from behind. Buy me dinner first. Bloody hell. Sit down, love. There is itemization, but not in a typical sense where you can equip a new chest armor or equip a new pair of boots and maybe some rings and an amulet and then, you know, go and do a harvest craft. Wait, wrong game. No, you can get skill shards, which we'll soon see. There you go. Using your claw attack on a non-wounded creature. Not very useful. Let's just reave him. There we go. Nom nom nom. Got the axe again. You get skill shards, which allow for upgrades, but also there's talent points, so you can facilitate your playstyle and optimize it for whatever you want. Not a lot of... Is there anything here secretly? Not a lot of exploration. I do feel like the maps that I've seen so far are relatively linear, although I will admit this is pretty much the tutorial, of course. It does open up a little bit. Activate the beacon. We're totally not going to be using the bonfire that we have to light up. Oh my god, it even has that little pop-up. Oh my... Oh, at least we get a chair. That's very nice. At least we get a chair. That is something. All right, search for cores. As you can see in the left here, level up, unlock talents, plague weapons. You can do a lot of customization. Search for cores. That's our current predicament. We're just going to resume the game. The very first time I sat down, I thought my game crashed because it just kind of froze, which was really depressing. And that's not totally foreshadowing of anything in the future. Not at all. Okay. What is it always with like the weird creepy girls that we find near the totally not bonfire areas? Have you ever noticed that? Oof. There you go. Feathers as lethal as iron rounds. When green light appears before an enemy attack, they will perform a critical attack that cannot be deflected. Instead, Corvus must move out of range or use a feather attack. Use left control to throw a feather and interrupt the enemy attack just before enemy critical attack hits Corvus. Corvus will regenerate thrown feathers over time. Feathers will also leave wounds on the enemy and stop them from healing for a while. Very useful. So you have regenerable range attacks. Oh, this guy. I almost forgot about him. There you go. So it cannot interrupt any other attacks. He has a lot of range. My personal goal is to reave him if I can. There you go. You have up to 3 feathers. It's below the potions. You can see it bottom right. There you go. Ow. That was the attack that they want me to interrupt. Ooh, he parried me. Let me drink a pot. Oh, I tried dodging. Ooh, he can hit me from there? He has a lot of reach. He is terrifying. Okay, that's fine though. Oh, and the auto tracks. That's disgusting. Can we just agree that that is absolutely disgusting? I was a little too early or a little too late with that. Let me drink another pot. Ah, damn, I was trying to hit him there. Take his life. Okay. I definitely should have fixed my keyboard, prior to playing this game. There you go. There's the interrupt. I was waiting for it. Oh, he got me. Damn. Memory interrupted. This is like the first person also that I had like a lot of trouble with. But that's okay though, because now you have the memory shards, which are of course your typical souls and such, which you can pick up. Retrieve lost memory shards. It's a very, very obvious souls game. Okay. Let me just lock on again. Unfortunately, his reach is so wide and his attacks are so long almost that trying to dodge them perfectly. Ooh. Oh, wow. That is not what I had expected, but that's okay though. Okay. Let's just... Ow. The lock-on is actually biting me in the ass here. Because despite the fact that I am dodging, it's not allowing me to do it. This game is definitely trying to force you to become a parry god like that. But yeah, if you try to find an opening and it goes wrong, and it goes wrong again, damn. All right, this is gonna take a second right here, but I'm gonna beat his ass. No matter what happens, he's gonna go down. I'm trying to find the openings between the parries, because I'm very much used to, if I do get a successful parry, I can face stab someone. But in this game, you don't really get that. You don't get the face stab. I'm pressing Q also for some reason to do the parry, which is really annoying. I'm not used to parrying with Q. Or I start another Q with control. There you go, good parry. Little late there, but that's okay. Little late there. Got him. See, he punishes your you parry him and then he punishes you if you try to attack him. It's very deceiving. There you go. Because right now we don't really have a good way of punishing him with the parry. Key to the cemetery, General. I should have reaved him. It would have been awesome because his weapon is kind of good. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used my heavy armor, my hyper armor attack. There's a lot of like buttons here. Now, luckily enough, if you go into options, you do have the means to rebind some of them. So, for example, the fact that I have that control button, but I'm pressing Q, maybe I need to do something with that. Although it does seem... Here, feather attack, left control. Although if I use a Q, then perhaps I need to find something for use potion that is different. Now, I'm going to have to sit down for that and really get into the nitty and gritty with it, because I'm very much a muscle memory gamer. And that's going to take a second to find out. The first couple of levels in any Souls games I find are always the most difficult as you get accustomed to everything and everyone. But the first enemy you always have to beat, that I find, is the controls. Now, I'm not saying this is a trap, but this feels like a trap. It's probably fine, right? It's probably fine. Let me check out here. They don't show you a lot of opportunity. I guess they want me to go there, because it looks like an open spot. I swear to God, if there's a giant stone rolling down, like, what's his name's Funhouse? Ooh. Alright, that's a spear. That's more my type of place. Now let's see if we can reave it. Ooh, look at that. Perfect parries. Oh no, I should have reaved him. I should have reaved him. Got the perfect parries. See, that's another thing. You have to fight yourself, because it's so fun to just immediately spam left click and just feel like an absolute god. Oh, okay. That's curious. Because I thought I had to reave while they were unconscious. But it seems that if they are completely wounded, you can also do that and get their stuff immediately as well. The pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. Yeah, because that isn't the every single Souls game ever either. Can I open this door? Knock, knock. No, nobody's home. Alright, let's just... I feel like we have to go back. I feel like we might have to go back. Alright, there is running, of course. There doesn't seem to be an obvious stamina bar. Anything specific here? This... Oh, wait, this is the way I came. The cemetery. I just feel at home there. Can you blame me? I keep dying so often. Alright, I believe this is the big boy. Yeah, there it is. The big boy fight. Now, this is the first mini-boss that may leave a questionable taste in your mouth. Also, first time I saw her, Excalibur? Anyone? Just me? Okay, never mind. Carry on. Let's fight this level 2 human warrior. Look, I've not been in a Dungeons and Dragons mood at all as of late, okay? Don't judge me. Alright. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Get your anime moment. Now, the reason why I perhaps didn't take it too serious is because the problem with this boss fight is that it's regretfully part of the fight. You have to die. Oh, I hate it. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely despise it when a game forces you to die. Or maybe you can win, because the game does feel like it's, at least that fight, when you start going after it properly, it does feel like it's very winnable to begin with. Oops, there you go. We were badly hurt. Luckily, you made it back in time. Do I remember what I did? Nope. I'm not going to read this, because as you guys know, I do not do text. If you want to tell me something, show me pictures. Alright, there you go. Royals, bulletin, yep. Nothing I can have to pick up here, except for just the occasional lore drop. There it is, map menu. Okay. Do we already have this unlocked? No, it's later. Okay. Examine. We got the journal. Very good stuff. There's the seat. Philosopher's Hill. Philosopher's Hill. I can't even speak philosopher. Alright. Just want to make sure I pick up all the good stuff on this particular playthrough. Because if I do play this game on stream, this is probably going to be my save file that I will use. Alright, here's another one. Ancient words by the gate. A gate that cannot be opened. At least not right now. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything interesting to explore. You cannot jump. A little ledge is truly the most terrifying of enemies. Because to me, this looks like... Clearly, you know, you want to go there and see what... Can you see how... Wait, who did... Wait, did I? Oh, no. No. Well... Can somebody tell me if that's a good... Look at the house, right? How it extends, and then where the ladder ends. Yeah, no wonder this is a hellhole. Whoever designed these houses... Whoever is in civil engineering... needs to go home and stay home. Alright. Let's see. Does she have more to speak on? Or can we move on? Are you ready to recall? Yes. Sea of trees. Here we go. We can go back. I suppose that part is like a little bit of a hub or some kind of safe space. Or maybe it's just an indicator of the end of the tutorial. Alright, Sea of Trees. There it is, level up menu. Corvus can use memory shards to enhance its attributes, strength, vitality, plague. Corvus gains 1 talent point each time he increases an attribute up to level 25. There you go. Light this one up. Very good. Now, I believe we have all these attributes here. We have to do that at the beacon, of course. So let's rest. Let's level up. Strength increases attack damage and the amount of wounds. Vitality increases our health, which is important. And Plague does the claw damage and energy. So let's do a little bit of Vitality, just to see what the ratios are. Looks like it's 14. For Strength, it's 2 amount of wounds, 1 damage. Okay. Nothing too exciting. So let's just do some health. Dead people don't do any damage. Corvus can now use talent points. And this is the thing that I really wanted to show you guys. Because this is where I think the meat of the customization is in this game. Due to the lack of like gearing and equipment and such. Saber attacks level 1. Perform a fast saber attacks up to a 3-hit combo. Saber in air attack while in air. Press left click to perform a fast downward slash. We're going full Devil May Cry here. Approach a dazed enemy and execute him. That's what it reminds me of. Devil May Cry. Where you have different weapons, but not necessarily... And attributes you can spend. And even talent points, but not necessarily equipment. That's the game. It just came back to me. We could do left click, but as you saw, enemies don't really care about you and what you stand for. So... These are all the things that are unlocked. As you can see, it already says unlocked at the bottom here. This is the basic combo. We can improve that to a 5-hit combo, which I don't really think is all that impressive. Execution, approach a dazed enemy execution. We already know that. Some health and energy will be based. So we might want to grab that just for the sake of sustain. Dodge. We can do... Corvus can perform a second dodge. That's indeed the thing we needed on that other fight, remember? Where we could just not get out in time. The second dodge is a longer one. So I'll take... gain 1 stack of an offensive buff. Ah, interesting. There's also some claw stuff. Perform a series of short claws range up to 3 combo. When hitting an enemy with the short claw, gain 1 stack of an offensive buff. Gains super armor when performing the Predator Claw. That's going to be very useful. More energy will be restored. Gliding Claw. There's all the feather stuff. Strategies. Cast Equipped Plague Weapon. Cast Reeved Plague Weapon. Gain a second slot for Plague Weapons unlocked through skill shards. Yep, we know that. So what I'm going to do is, I think I want to increase my dodge here to get a secondary dodge. And then we'll probably also grab the execute so we can sustain better. Now, luckily enough, we can reset whenever we want. Reset talent points all. Which is very useful. And I think that's it. I think we're just going to escape here and we should be good. Let's test it. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Just want to make sure. Yeah, get talking to Aisley or the beacon. Yep. And there we go. It does replace the reefed weapon you already had. So if you want to use it, better use it before you lose it. There you go. Very good. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Yeah, once you get into that rhythm, it does feel very satisfying. Okay. Can I climb? Yes, I can. Now, the game doesn't really do a lot of basic Dark Souls exploring in the beginning. Oh, Christ almighty. Let's grab this. That's 2 for the price of 1. I am not that eager. Maybe I can lure them down? Who knows? Okay. We do have a lot of wounds. Ooh. I don't know what that was, but it looked cool. There you go. Use that hyper armor. So if you reeve a weapon, it does not count as an execution, despite it actually executing. Hand axe, hand axe, hand axe. Those are the skill shards. Corvus can use skill shards obtained from fallen enemies to unlock or upgrade plague weapons. Corvus can equip unlocked plague weapons in the plague weapon menu. Press 1 to cast an equipped plague weapon. Equipped plague weapons consume energy and do not disappear after use. So if anybody was wondering about the bar below the health bar, there you go. Now, the problem is, I think I'm going to have to go back to the beacon for that. So, should I just go back to the beacon? I think I'll just go back to the beacon. Now, we'll always... this is... Ooh, that's a big... Is that a bigger axe or is that the same axe just on a smaller unit? There you go. Ooh, bye-bye, dude. It looked like it was the same axe. Naturally. Now, I was going to go to the beacon, but I lost the beacon. Is the beacon over here? Okay. Kind of want to just execute him. There you go, plus 25 health. Not a terrible way of healing, I suppose, is it? So we unlocked the knowledge of that little shortcut. Now let's find out if we can not only unlock them here. Plague weapon, there it is. Press enter to unlock. Are you sure you want to unlock the hand axe? There it is, basic action, slash forward and stagger an enemy. Slashes deal 250 attack damage and 250 amount of wounds. Break enemy super armor. Strength 1 out of 10. So it looks like there might be some synergy to it. Let's see. More damage. Okay. So I guess that's energy cost. Becomes cheaper. Gets extended actions. Ooh, increased numbers. And then reduced damage intake by 25%. So it's like kind of a not only hyper armor, but also actual damage reduction. Cool. That's very cool. I wonder what this refers to, though. Strength 1 out of 10 breaks super enemy armor. Because I do believe I have more than 1 strength, don't I? No, I have 1 strength. So I guess if my strength is 10, certain weapons will also get certain benefits. That's kind of cool. That's probably what that means. If I'm not correct about that, by all means, let me know. Alright. Regretfully, though, all the enemies have indeed returned in very Dark Souls fashion. Okay. Knife. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Ooh. That hyper armor will come in handy for sure. I wish claws could have some kind of healing effect. So I feel like that's where I'm going to be taking most of my damage. Intentionally or not. Very good. Got the damage in there. There we go. Not sure why I did that, but here we are. I got no energy enough for the normal cast, so we'll use the Reeve cast. There we go. Grab that wound. It is an interesting system, but you have to wound them and then also take out their second health bar almost. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It doesn't feel bad due to the whole claw mechanic. It is definitely something I have to get used to. Oh, speaking of having to get used to things. What's up, love? Good night. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ooh, she did not go to sleep. In fact, I went to bed. Buy me dinner first. God damn, I thought I would have her, because normally if I claw someone like that, they instantly die if they're fully wounded. But this lady had other plans for me. Can't blame her. I did try to kill her. Okay, so that knife is kind of awful in terms of damage compared to the axe. Not a problem. We'll just make sure that we don't reave any unnecessary knives. Oh. There you go. And as I say that, I reave an unnecessary knife. Go figure. Do as I say, guys, not as I do. Go to sleep. Very good. Let's go back up here. See what we can do. Alright. I want my vengeance in this life or the next. Are you not entertained? Ah, so it seems like there can only be a certain amount of shenanigans be taken care of. There is a limit to how much wounds you can do, which I guess is the wound damage that makes sense. I should have pressed control there. Turns out I didn't. There we go. So that claw damage is actually a lot more important than I thought it was going to be. I thought I could cheese it with just doing a charge up like it's an instant kill. But no, it definitely is not. Alright. I'm just going back to where the place I came from. That was not my intention. Okay. Let's go up here. And actually make sure that we go the other side as to not get lost. Alright, let's see. Where do we at? Yep, let's go straight forward. And dance with the devil. Alright, love. Can I open this up? Let's grab this back. No. Let's lock in this time. Come and get me. I'm ready for you this time. That's one. Another one. See, like, even the enemies seem to have hyper armor. Which is a very scary notion. Go to sleep, go to sleep. There she goes. I also didn't buy her dinner, so really, we're just... Oh, boy. Are you kidding me? That was so telegraphed, and I still walked into it. I almost feel... Why is the music amping up? Okay. Let's grab this. Ooh, a wee bit of an ambush, eh? I'm ready for you. Let's dodge. Nice iframes there. Grab the wound, execute him, get the reef. That's not the correct way, Corvus. You blind fool. Ah, damn it. Next skill point definitely going to be that claw hyper armor. Even though I will take the damage, I can finish them off. Recruitment ad? Oh no. Next step, they're going to sell me some NFTs. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I'm assuming I'm going to die if I do this, right? Oh no, I just take damage. Okay. Always test everything that looks like it could hurt you. Really, it's the game rule number 1. If there's fire, stand in it to see if it's burned. If there's need to jump off something, to see if there's falling damage, and if so, how much. These are just some of the basic rules of gaming, and if you disagree with me, you're just simply wrong, and I'm right. Always thinking you're right is another rule of being a true gamer. There you go, it all comes together. Speaking of, can you fall to your death? No, okay. There's no, doesn't seem to be fall damage, and there doesn't seem to be falling off ledges. Oh, look at that. Little shortcut. Perfect. Perfect shortcut time. Because I think this is also where we're going to call the game. We're a good 35 minutes in. So as you can see, it's an incredible Souls game. Kind of reminds me of a more tactical Devil May Cry title. Plague Doctor aesthetic. There seems to be a lot of customization in terms of the way you want to play and the way you want to focus, if you want to have hard-hitting weapons or not. And of course the attributes that fold into that. A curious and unique weapon system as well, as you have to reeve weapons, which means that stronger units can have stronger reeved weapons, but you can only use them once, unless you unlock them. And maybe you can become a powerhouse. Maybe I can do an energy-only build. Maybe I can drain energy and do an energy... Ooh, I'm getting ideas. And I hope you as well. Thank you so much for watching. You can find it on Steam. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. And I am out!